Evening, welcome to DC Park for this evening's WNL game involving Galway WFC against Peamount Utd, the table toppers. Delighted to be joined here by DC Park stand by Ricky and Flaherty. Ricky, a crucial game for both teams this evening.
Yeah, a good game for both teams. And Peamount has a chance to get through this. So it's another sense to go back through the opinion tonight. They go from 5th to 3rd. We'll end up 2 points behind Shelburne, and I think it's 5 points between ourselves and Peamount then if we do win tonight.
Last weekend's victory over Cork City, a critical result for Galway Women's FC. Lindsay McKee scoring 2 goals down Leaside.
Oh, that was a great result, a fantastic result, Keane, because especially with the disappointment of the previous week against Wexford. I mean, to take the lead and then go behind, to come back level and then lose the game eventually, it was very, very disappointing. So it was very, very important that we went down there and came away with the win. That wasn't an easy task, but 2 superb goals by Lindsay. We came away with the points, so hopefully it gives them a bit of confidence heading into tonight's game.
Galway Women's FC team, the seed button between the sticks, right back Trace Kenevy, Shauna Fox, Ciara Cormacan in the centre of the defence, Shauna Brennan at left full. On the right side we've Lindsay McKee in the centre of the park, Chloe Singleton, Savannah McCarthy and Nations Ricky will be key for Galway this evening.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult tonight. You have the height there of Stephanie Roach, an experienced international player, in the middle of our 6-yard box there. She's going to be difficult to deal with for set pieces.
Jamie Turntine gets the ball under control, does well the American. Savannah McCarthy, as ever, very influential in the centre of the park throughout this season for Galway Women's FC. Chloe Singleton to Trace Kenevy. Trace Kenevy, one of the promising teenagers in the Galway squad. Shauna Fox has to go back to Amanda Budden, and Amanda Budden looks up and clips a pass back to Shauna Fox once more. Shauna Fox, one of the ever-presents in the Galway Women's FC team, to Ciara Cormacan, the skipper, another one of those who's started every game this season for Billy Cleary's team. Shauna Brennan, under pressure, has to go back to Ciara Cormacan as Galway look to build from the back, and then Ciara Cormacan opts to go direct, but the ball is cut out by Niamh Farrelly in the centre of the park. Shauna Brennan, good challenge on Lucy McCartan. It'll be a throw in on the far side to be taken by Lauren O'Callaghan, who awaits for clearance from referee O'Coulon. Throw in taken towards the feet of Eleanor Ryan Doyle. Eleanor Ryan Doyle scored 10 goals already this season for a free scoring Peamount outfit who top the table and remain formidable opponents at this level. Amanda Budden under pressure from Anya O'Gorman, gets the clearance away. However, good header there from Dervla Byrne. Trace Kenevy nips in to win possession back for Galway. Shauna Fox looking to pass from the back, but Peamount win the ball back with Dervla Byrne driving forward into the Galway area. Dervla Byrne to Stephanie Roach. Stephanie Roach, clever pass towards Anya O'Gorman. Anya O'Gorman takes a touch. Second touch back to Stephanie Roach. She gets it under control. She sweeps a left-footed shot, blocked by Savannah McCarthy, who stood her ground well. Gets the danger halfway as Maeve de Burka goes in chase of Lauren O'Callaghan. Again, Peamount look to get the ball direct into their attack, but Trace Kenevy heads it away as Peamount make a smart start here in the west. Maeve de Burka, 52 times capped Republic of Ireland international, wins possession back for Galway, who tried to sweep the ball out towards Shauna Brennan, but Jamie Turntine gets it under control, has Brennan in support, and Turntine slips a pass towards Brennan. Good challenge on the far side. Peamount look for a throw in, but it will be a throw in for the home team here at Eamon DC Park. Again, Galway, important win last week away to Cork following the cup exit against Wexford, but before that Galway won 1-0 against Treaty following a 2-1 away defeat against Peamount. Galway's only loss in the league so far this season. However, the draws against DLR Waves and Shelburne to a lesser extent. Shelburne were very, very formidable opponents on that particular evening, but Galway battled well in that game, and Billy Cleary will be hoping for similar levels of enthusiasm again this evening. Ricky?
Yeah, I was just looking there, Keane, that Peamount are playing a 4-2-3-1, so they're putting our defence under a lot of pressure. The 3 high midfielders are attacking along with Stephanie Roach there, the single centre forward, and they're putting our back 4 under a lot of pressure. We're not getting that joy of being able to get the ball down and pass it out from the back, so it'll be interesting to see how we settle into this game.
Key to make a good start here considering Peamount's form and the fact that they're such a free scoring outfit.
Yeah, they're a very, very good football inside. They're full of Irish internationals, both senior and under 19 level. So it is important that we settle down, and that we try and get a grip on this game early, because if we let them dominate at the early stages, it'll be very, very difficult to get back into it.
Chloe Singleton on the far side, Homer stand side of Eamon DC Park, throws the ball down the line. Maeve Burka helps it on. Shauna Brennan goes in chase, but despite the pleas of the home team, it goes out for a goal kick that will be taken by Niamh Reid Burke, former Raheny and Shelburne goalkeeper, vastly experienced, and provides solid goalkeeping option for Peamount, who top the table, winning 7 of their 8 games. So Reid Burke drills the ball out towards the old stand side of Eamon DC Park, but Lindsay McKee wins the ball back for the home team. Lindsay McKee, who has been very good form for Galway this season, scoring 6 goals. Throw in again for Peamount near the clubhouse end of Eamon DC Park, taken by Dervla Byrne, operating at left full this evening for Peamount. Dervla Byrne looks down the line, throws the ball towards Anya O'Gorman. Stephanie Roach slips in to hold the ball up well, back to Dervla Byrne. Dervla Byrne goes from back to front quickly. Ciara Cormacan comes in, makes a smart intervention. Good defensive work there by Ciara Cormacan. It'll be another throw in for Peamount. Dervla Byrne scampers forward to take Galway get their shape once more. Throw in down the line looking for Anya O'Gorman. Anya O'Gorman tackled by Therese Kennevy, but referee O'Coulon deems that it's a Galway throw in. Good work there by Therese Kennevy, making her 6th start for Galway Women's FC in the league. She also has a substitute appearance. Good to see young players from the west of Ireland developing at this level. Chloe Singleton gets the ball under control, tries to manufacture a yard of space, but under pressure from a combination of Anya O'Gorman and Karen Duggan, Peamount force a throw in, and Peamount trying to get on the front foot here at Eamon DC Park. They've had territorial advantage in the early exchanges. Anya O'Gorman and Stephanie Roach there pushed on. Anya O'Gorman 10 goals already this season. Stephanie Roach has 4. And she looks for possession here from Dervla Byrne. Goes to the feet of Stephanie Roach. Back to Byrne, who helps it along down the line towards Anya O'Gorman again. Therese Kennevy does well, but it will be another throw in for Peamount. Stephanie Roach turns, gets the ball under control. Lovely little dink towards Anya O'Gorman, who helps it on to Dervla Byrne. Left foot across from Dervla Byrne towards the back stick. Well headed away though by Shauna Brennan as Peamount remain on the attack. Eleanor Ryan Doyle passes to Karen Duggan. Karen Duggan looks wide but goes back the opposite way and gives the pass to Claire Walsh. Claire Walsh, her attempted delivery cut out by Jamie Turntine. Maeve de Burka clips a pass back towards Turntine, but Peamount, very nippy outfit, win the ball back again. However, Shauna Brennan does well to regain possession for Galway. Chloe Singleton tries to release Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka drives forward in a chase with Lucy McCartan. Lucy McCartan's clearance half blocked down by Maeve de Burka. However, ultimately, assistant on the far side, Joe Hessian, raises his flag. It will be a throw in. According to Joe Hessian, he waves it in Galway's way, and Bartley O'Coulon, having pointed towards Peamount, realises that Hessian given the decision to Galway. And Maeve de Burka manufactures a yard of space. Left foot across from Maeve de Burka, cut out though by Peamount goalkeeper Niamh Reid Burke. Again, Peamount with, as Ricky mentioned, Anya O'Gorman, Eleanor Ryan Doyle and Stephanie Roach all pressed high up the pitch, Ricky, and they're very attacking outfit, Peamount.
Yeah, if you look at it there, Keane, they have 5 players pushed right up on our back 4, so they are looking to advance quickly. They are looking to put our players under pressure. They're not going to let us settle down, so we need to look at getting by that top high line, and get the ball played into our midfield and get our midfielders settled on it then, and maybe play a bit of football. But we seem to be just rushing and panicking at the moment, so we need to just take our time, get composed and get possession of the football.
Throw in on the far side, quickly taken down the line, cut out well though by Ciara Cormacan, using her experience well there. The Galway skipper. It'll be another throw in for the visitors to be taken by Lauren O'Callaghan. Lauren O'Callaghan gets the ball just past the technical area, the Peamount technical area, and Lauren O'Callaghan looks down the line. Stephanie Roach is there, not too far away. Eleanor Ryan Doyle goes towards Roach. Roach though can't get to the ball. Shauna Brennan and Jamie Turntine combine nicely. Savannah McCarthy sweeps the ball forward, but again Peamount deal with that situation, and the ball over the top. Shauna Fox heads it, and the second attempt gets it away only as far as Alana McAvoy. However, Savannah McCarthy over the top looking for Aoife Thompson, who goes in chase. Aoife Thompson has 3 goals to her credit already this season. Aoife Thompson, right footed shot, is saved by Niamh Reid Burke, but that was a really good opening for Galway, Ricky.
Oh, that was a superb chance. I just feel Aoife just rushed her chance. I had a little chat with her beforehand. I told her to compose herself and just to pass the ball home, but fortunately she needed to take an extra touch there. She needed to bring it in to draw the keeper out, let the keeper make a decision which way she was going, and then tuck it away. Unfortunately she hit it a bit early, and it was a simple save for the keeper.
Encouraging aspect though from a Galway perspective, the fact that Peamount are pressed so high up the pitch, Ricky, that the ball over the top seemed to work well from a Galway perspective on that occasion.
Definitely keen, yeah. We've noticed that Peamount are pushing high. They're looking to put our back four under pressure. So yeah, maybe a long ball option might be the better option tonight. Play it over the top, get their defence turned and heading back towards their own goals.
Chloe Singleton drives forward from the centre of the park. Peamount get the ball away. Trace Kenevi, strong challenge towards Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee unleashes a right footed shot. It was always drifting wide, but Lindsay McKee has the potential to unleash them type of long range efforts, Ricky.
Definitely, yeah. Just again, it was just a little bit of just rushing the shot. She should have taken a touch. Again, composed herself. She had 4 or 5 metres to spare, and the players had pulled off her. She had time to just take a touch, get her head up, and then tuck it away. But unlucky. At least it's promising.
A few good moments from the home team. It'll be another throw in here below us to be taken by Trace Kenevi in a moment's time. But since Peamount suffered a 3-0 away defeat against Wexford, they've won against Galway, Shelburne and DLR Waves in the league. They've also beaten Shells in the cup, so they stitched a 4-game winning sequence together following that surprise 3-0 loss away to Wexford, and they've regathered their form and regained momentum, and they are a very, very dangerous and potent team, having scored 30 goals in their 8 previous games already this season. So Galway are fully aware of the threat Peamount carry. Stephanie Roach and Trace Kenevi collide. Kenevi tries to clear the danger, but good skill below us from Stephanie Roach. Left-footed pass looking for Anya O'Gorman. It's half blocked down. It goes as far as Ciara Cormacan. Ciara Cormacan, her attempted clearance blocked down by the hard-working Stephanie Roach, who remains a prominent figure for Peamount United. Very interesting career, Stephanie Roach. During the past number of years, she's played in Ireland and abroad. The likes of Houston Dash and Sunderland Cross Channel, of course, as Jamie Turntine drives forward on the left, clips a pass over the top again for Aoife Thompson, who goes in chase, but goalkeeper Niamh Reid Burke quickly off her line to gather safely for Peamount, and Niamh Reid Burke drills the ball into the Galway half, headed on by Anya O'Gorman, but Ciara Cormacan drills it away. Aoife Thompson nearly in again, and once more those long deliveries causing a little bit of panic in the visitors' defence, but Niamh Reid Burke now drills the ball into the Galway half, headed on by Lauren O'Callaghan. Ciara Cormacan gets it away. Lucy McCartan's header cuts out the danger, but a throw in for Galway on the far side to be taken by the promising teenager Shauna Brennan. Referee Folan just having a word with assistant Joe Hession on the far side. Shin pad, I think, Ricky, on the far side, yeah.
Looks like it, yeah. Looks like a dropped shin pad, Keane. Very important to have our shin pads in. Galway, yeah, are bypassing that high press by Peamount now, and they're looking for that long ball over the top, which is helping the team settle down a bit here in the start of a few minutes. Great ball. Great ball
from Maeve de Burke to Jamie Turntine. Jamie Turntine, left footed cross, beats everyone. Lindsay McKee goes in chase, gathers possession. Lindsay McKee looks inside. Skillful player Lindsay McKee to Savannah McCarthy. Lovely pass from Savannah McCarthy. Trace Kenevi just can't get there, even though she goes in chase, tries to force a corner. Trace Kenevi didn't give up on it, and it will ultimately be a goal kick for Peamount to be taken by goalkeeper Niamh Reid Burke. She has options both long and short. As Ricky alluded to, Stephanie Roach provides an aerial threat in attack, and she's looking for direct delivery. However, Niamh Reid Burke goes short, and Peamount can mix the game. They can pass the ball, but however they go looking for Stephanie Roach over the top. Ciara Cormacan heads it away only as far as Alana McAvoy helps the ball forward. Ciara Cormacan cuts it out, and it'll be another throw in to be taken by Dervla Byrne below us. Goes as far as Stephanie Roach, cut out by Savannah McCarthy. Again, Byrne smashes the ball forward. Jamie Turntine though As Shauna Brennan for support. Turntine towards Maeve de Burka. De Burka to Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan, good strong challenge there though by the visitors, who win possession back. Anya O'Gorman, vastly experienced player. Lovely pass from Anya O'Gorman to the advancing O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan's pass though cut out by Savannah McCarthy. Trace Kenevi goes in chase. Back towards Lucy McCartan. Lucy McCartan, her pass though doesn't reach its intended destination, intended target, and Shauna Brennan throws the ball quickly to Jamie Turntine, who unfortunately slips. Lauren O'Callaghan back to Anya O'Gorman, cross into the area. Shauna Fox and Savannah McCarthy deal with the situation. Savannah McCarthy, left-footed clearance. Jamie Turntine can't get it under control. It'll be a throw in on the far side for Peamount, to be taken by Lauren O'Callaghan, who just checks her shin guard and gets a bit of tape to ensure that all is okay for the officials. It'll be throw in to be taken by Lauren O'Callaghan. Interesting start here in the West. Galway eager to be competitive with the high-flying Peamount United outfit. Peamount started brightly, but Galway have come into the game somewhat in recent moments. Throw in now to be taken on the far side, goes towards Anya O'Gorman. However, referee Folan deems that there was a foul there on Shauna Brennan, and it will be a free kick for Galway. And Amanda Budden comes out to take the free kick, and Galway get their shape once again. Lindsay McKee on the right, Chloe Singleton and Maeve de Burka in the centre of the park. Savannah McCarthy anchoring behind them. On the left you have Jamie Turntine, and Aoife Thompson, who has scored 3 goals this season, is in attack. Amanda Budden's right-footed free kick looks for Jamie Turntine. It will be a throw in for Galway. Maeve de Burka quickly takes a throw in, looking for Turntine, cut out though by O'Callaghan. Savannah McCarthy heads the ball forward to Maeve de Burka. Good skill from Maeve de Burka, who gets the ball under control. Maybe could have won a free kick. Referee Folan though deems that it is a throw in for the visitors, who want to get the game back underway again quickly, with Lauren O'Callaghan the right full to take. O'Callaghan's throw in goes down the line. Shauna Brennan cuts it out. Maeve de Burka and Karen Duggan collide. Shauna Fox heads the ball up into the air. Again, good strong challenge from Dervla Byrne. Hooks the ball forward. Shauna Fox heads it back to the advancing Amanda Budden, who smashes the ball into the Peamount half. Again, Dervla Byrne heads the ball forward for the visitors. Good skill there from Alana McAvoy. And Byrne advances on the left. Good play there from Dervla Byrne. Dervla Byrne's cross, again though cut out by Savannah McCarthy, who provides such industry and application in the centre of the park for Galway. A key player, Savannah McCarthy, as Chloe Singleton drives forward into the Peamount half. Chloe Singleton helps the ball forward, looking for Maeve de Burka, but a strong challenge there from Claire Walsh. However, Stephanie Roach is deemed to be offside by assistant Joe Hession on the far side, and it will be a free kick for Galway. Ciara Cormican wants to get the game back underway quickly. Shauna Brennan and Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy again though, Ricky, what a key player for Galway this season.
She's been fantastic over the last couple of weeks. She is some engine in her keen. She covers some amount of ground. She's very strong in the tackle. I was just about to say she has great distribution of the ball, and I put the bad eye on her. She just gave it away, but unfortunately on that occasion, generally speaking, she's very, very good.
Savannah McCarthy, excellent player for Galway. Peamount have possession. Eleanor Ryan Doyle, who has scored 10 goals this season, drills a right-footed shot, but Amanda Budden wasn't overly concerned on that occasion, and the Galway goalkeeper wants to get Galway back motoring once more. Amanda Budden's clearance is a long one towards where the old shed would be at the old Terryland Park, and Jamie Turntine goes in chase, puts O'Callaghan under pressure. Good work from Turntine. Shauna Brennan quickly on the scene too. She makes a challenge on that occasion. Turntine goes in chase. Peamount though, ultimately again it'll be a throw in for Galway on the far side. Shauna Brennan near where the old shed used to be stationed at Eamon DC Park. Shauna Brennan has Chloe Singleton, Jamie Turntine and Aoife Thompson in the area. Shauna Brennan looks for support. Thompson comes short. Back towards Shauna Brennan. Her left-footed cross into the area. Forces a corner for Galway. A fortuitous corner, but it'll be a corner nonetheless. And up from the back, Ricky, come Shauna Fox and Ciara Cormican and Savannah McCarthy also in the area.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to get that corner, Keane. There seemed to be a lot of indecision over there. They didn't seem to know what they were doing with the throw-in. But look, fortunately, we got a corner kick from it. So hopefully we might get a good result from this.
Fortune can favour the brave sometimes, and Lindsay McKee, right-footed delivery into the area. It's not a bad one. Ciara Cormacan climbs up there. The ball nearly spilled at the feet of Savannah McCarthy. Jamie Turntine goes in chase, wins the ball back for Galway. Passes wide to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka, such a key player for Galway, such a vastly experienced player. 52 times capped Republic of Ireland international. However, Peamount do enough to disturb the home team on that occasion. It will be a goal kick for Peamount to be taken by Niamh Reid Burke as we approach the midway point in the first half. Still scoreless here at Eamon DC Park, but it has been an interesting encounter. Peamount did settle quickly and were bright early on, but Galway have grown into the game somewhat, and these are precisely the type of matches in which Billy Cleary wants to test his rapidly improving team. It's been a good spell for Galway in the last couple of years. They're making ground on the likes of Peamount and Shelburne, Ricky, in the last couple of years.
Definitely improving over the last number of years, Keane, and this is a great test for them now again tonight to see how far they've come along. But they are growing in confidence. They are beginning to get a grip on this game, and here they are in attack again.
Chloe Singleton releases Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee, just the ball hit the one divot that's in Eamon DC Park, because Noel Connolly's pitch is always in immaculate condition, but the one bit of muck that is on Noel Connolly's immaculate pitch perturbed Lindsay McKee on that occasion. It was a bit unfortunate there, Ricky.
It was very unfortunate. It was a great chance. She had just broken through. The whole thing opened up in front of her, and just as she was about to cross it into Aoife Thompson, just hit a divot and went out wide.
Peamount again look for Stephanie Roach, who goes in chase. Ciara Cormacan cuts it out, passes to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka to Shauna Brennan. Good skill from Shauna Brennan. Jinx inside, back to Maeve de Burka. Clever footwork again from Shauna Brennan. Unfortunately though, the ball is just rolls out of play, and Peamount get it back in play quickly. Stephanie Roach. The ball eventually lands at the feet of Lucy McCartney. Lucy McCartney to Niamh Farrelly. Niamh Farrelly passes to defensive colleague Claire Walsh. Claire Walsh looking for Alana McAvoy. Savannah McCarthy goes in chase. Chloe Singleton, though, is beaten to it by Karen Duggan. Karen Duggan to Dervla Byrne, the left full. Dervla Byrne, who has scored one goal this season for Peamount in the league. Again, good passing and probing from the visitors. Dervla Byrne drives forward and she skips by Trace Knievy. Good work from Dervla Byrne, left foot across. Stephanie Roach nearly gets there. Trace Knievy just can't get the ball away. Dervla Byrne, right footed delivery towards the back stick, but it trickles out, and Amanda Budden will take the goal kick in a moment. But again, Galway need to be aware of the likes of Dervla Byrne driving forward from this left full channel here, Ricky.
Yeah, Trace Knievy is not on the top for a game tonight. She's had a couple of problems already with Dervla Byrne coming down there. Anya O'Gorman, when she switched over here attacking. They've bypassed her a couple of times. She needs to steady up now. She needs to stay on her feet. She needs to stop diving in and jockey her player, show them down the line, and then try and turn them back out again. But anytime she dives in, it's given them an opportunity to cross the ball into our danger area.
Byrne heads it. Lindsay McKee tries to win possession back for Galway. It will be a throw in to be taken by teenager Trace Knievy. Trace Knievy to Shauna Fox. Shauna Fox goes back to Amanda Budden. Amanda Budden to Ciara Cormacan. Ciara Cormacan looks up, assesses her options, and rolls the ball along the deck to Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan inside to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka to Shauna Fox, and Maeve de Burka offers so much experience and guile alongside the emerging players in the Galway setup. Ciara Cormacan and Shauna Fox just deal with that situation. Shauna Fox, lovely pass towards Shauna Brennan, who skips down the left flank, looks for Maeve de Burka inside, but good work there by Lucy McCartan. However, her pass cut out by Shauna Fox. Shauna Fox, though, her attempted clearance is blocked down. A right-footed effort from Anya O'Gorman extracts a good reflex save from Amanda Budden, and it just again shows, Ricky, that too much passing at the back can lead to some danger.
Yeah, great save from Amanda Budden. If we're playing out from the back, team, you have to have your mind made up what you're going to do with the ball before you receive it. You can't receive the ball and then try and look up to pick out a pass. You have to have that decision made before you receive the ball, and unfortunately we're getting caught on the ball, taking too many touches, and they're putting a high press and they're taking the ball off us.
Alana McAvoy to take the corner at the car park end of Eamon DC Park. A dangerous delivery goes into the area. It's headed on in the area, and it seems that the last touch could have come off a Galway player. Hard to say from this angle, but Peamount set piece threat, Ricky. We signalled it before the start of the game, and they lead here in the West by a 1-0.
We did, Keane, but that's disappointing. I mean, the player didn't even get off the ground to head that ball. She was still standing on the ground when she headed that ball. You know, we should be getting up to meet it while it's in the air, meeting it at its height and clearing that ball. But we just didn't put a head on the defensive header on that ball. And unfortunately, that was a soft goal in my opinion.
Seems as if Anya O'Gorman might have got the last touch. We'll check it at half time when we look back at the incident on YouTube that supplied in such excellent fashion by Vincent O'Connor and his team here as Chloe Singleton tries to get Galway forward. Vincent O'Connor again ably assisted here by Mark McDonough and Robbie Crosby in the gantry, but that was a preventable goal from a Galway perspective. Peamount won't be too bothered about that. They lead by a 0-0, and that's the statistic that truly matters in the West as the league leaders again look for Anya O'Gorman, who we think got the first goal for the visitors. Anya O'Gorman, she has 10 already this season. That could have been number 11, and what a player Anya O'Gorman has been in a Peamount shirt, in the Republic of Ireland shirt, and she remains a valuable and key figure for Peamount, who are in search of further silverware this season. How Galway respond in the next matter of moments will be key here. 26 minutes gone in the West, and Peamount lead by a 0-0, and Galway's resolve is being examined as Jamie Turntine tries to win possession, but Peamount nearly win it back. Turntine though passes to Savannah McCarthy to Aoife Thompson, who goes in chase, always willing to work the channels. Aoife Thompson holds the ball up, waits for support, but unfortunately Peamount did enough to disturb the home team. It'll be a throw in on the far side for the visitors, and then Lauren O'Callaghan, the right back, will take for Peamount, who lead in the West by 1-0, helped forward there by Eleanor Ryan Doyle. Stephanie Roach goes in chase. Shauna Fox passes back to Amanda Budden. Amanda Budden has no option but to drill the ball towards the Comer stand, and again Galway's defence put under pressure in many ways. That's what led to the corner that enabled Peamount to take the lead here at Eamon DC Park, and the visitors lead by 1-0. A prolific team, Peamount. 30 goals already in the previous 8 games. That's up to 31 as Eleanor Ryan Doyle, left-footed shot. Amanda Budden though saw the danger coming and gathered safely the Galway goalkeeper. Again Amanda Budden looks forward. Shauna Fox and Ciara Cormican are available as short options, and she throws the ball to Ciara Cormican to Shauna Brennan, but again Peamount squeeze the play very, very well, put bodies forward and putting the Galway defence under considerable duress throughout this game. Chloe Singleton drills the ball forward. Again Aoife Thompson goes in chase, but good defensive work there by Claire Walsh. Back to Niamh Reid Burke. Niamh Reid Burke drills the ball away. Jamie Turntine heads it forward for Galway. Karen Duggan comes in and passes the ball towards Claire Walsh. Claire Walsh helps the ball forward, but it will be a throw in on the far side for Galway to be taken by Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan looks down the line, throws the ball towards Maeve de Burka, but Peamount force a throw in of their own, and that will be taken by Lauren O'Callaghan. Lauren O'Callaghan waits for instruction from referee O'Coulon. It's thrown down the line towards Stephanie Roach. Jamie Turntine and Shauna Brennan combine. Peamount though get the ball away, and Anya O'Gorman goes and chase. Shauna Fox does well to come across. She read the situation well, and Stephanie Roach takes a quick throw in for Peamount, and Peamount always willing and eager to get the game back underway. Ricky, a really confident outfit, used to winning.
Yeah, you said you hit the nail on the head there, Keane. They're used to winning. They're very, very confident. They're pushing high. They don't seem to be too concerned about our attack when it's played over the top, and I feel that's because our midfield are sitting deep. We should leave one player, Savannah McCarthy, to hold the fort, but I feel we need to take a gamble with Chloe Singleton and Maeve de Burka. They need to push up higher and join with our top 3 when the ball is played over the top. Give a bit more support to our front 3.
Peamount lead here by a 0-0. Free kick on the far side, right footed delivery, goes into the area. Stephanie Roach just can't get there. Shot from Byrne, blocked. Byrne wins possession back for Peamount with Aoife Thompson, but Lindsay McKee helps the ball forward. Aoife Thompson goes in chase, but Niamh Reid Burke remains cool between the sticks for Peamount, and safely gathers and bowls the ball towards Niamh Farrelly, who brings the ball forward and carries it forward with purpose, and then drills looking for Alana McAvoy. Alana McAvoy goes and chase. Good work though there by Therese Kennevy, who heads the ball safely back to Amanda Budden. Amanda Budden rolls it to Ciara Cormacan. Ciara Cormacan to Chloe Singleton, who has a bit of space if she can turn. Peamount though do enough. Anya O'Gorman, such an influential player. Shauna Brennan, and again it's Anya O'Gorman. Very, very influential player, Ricky, Anya O'Gorman.
She's a great stalwart of the game, of the women's game. She's been around for years, and very, very good footballer, and she can play in any position. She can play up front, in defence, in midfield.
That's been evident this evening, and she's floated around this game, and she's had some clever touches, and again she releases a pass back to Lauren O'Callaghan, who looks for Stephanie Roach, but Shauna Fox heads the ball away. Peamount and Galway collide in the centre of the park. Maeve de Burkett goes in chase, puts Karen Duggan under some pressure, back to Claire Walsh. Claire Walsh looks for the advancing Lauren O'Callaghan on the far side, slightly overhit on that occasion, but again the fullbacks from the Dublin outfit always willing to get forward. Lauren O'Callaghan and Dervla Byrne, who's operating at left back, they've got forward at will throughout this game, with Peamount in the ascendancy, and they lead by 1-0 in the West. That will satisfy them. A very interesting title race again unfolding with Shelburne. Wexford, I certainly feel that they can make an impact too. And Peamount again put Galway under pressure. Therese Kennevy hacks it away, but Karen Duggan wins possession back to Stephanie Roach. Roach to Eleanor Ryan Doyle. Maeve de Burkett does enough to help the ball forward. Aoife Thompson goes in chase. However, referee O'Coulon deems that there was a foul there on Maeve de Burkett. It will be a free kick for Galway and a chance to relieve some of the pressure. Amanda Budden coming out from the back.
I think we were lucky enough ourselves there. Keane McAvoy closed down Shauna Fox quickly. When the ball went by them, Shauna Fox had a little tug on her arm. I think it was missed by the referee, but that could have been a free kick on the edge of the box for Peamount.
Shauna Brennan looking for Lindsay McKee, who's now on the left flank. Jamie Turrentine operating on the right at the moment. Couple of tactical tweaks there from Billy Cleary, who will want to see some improvement from Galway. Following Peamount's initial start, Galway did rally well for a period, but Peamount certainly in control for the last 10 minutes or so, and they lead by 1-0. Shauna Fox heads the ball away. Maeve de Burkett tries to win the ball in the centre of the park, can't get there though, and Lucy McCartan passes wide to Anya O'Gorman. Anya O'Gorman, lovely footwork again from Anya O'Gorman, skips by 3 players. Anya O'Gorman to Karen Duggan. Karen Duggan fouled by Therese Kennevy. No major complaints there. It'll be a free kick for Peamount in a dangerous position here, Ricky.
Yeah, I pointed that out earlier on there, Keane, that she was diving into a lot of her tackles, and there again Karen Duggan just slipped the ball by her. She dived in and gave away a needless free kick on the edge of the box. But one thing I noticed, Peamount, they're pulling wide right out to the touchline at great width. They're giving themselves space, they're giving themselves time to get on the ball, take a touch, get their head up and pick out a pass. It's something I think we need to do, Galway needs to do when we gain control of the ball. We seem to be receiving the ball under pressure and surrounded by the opposition at all times, so we need to start finding space where we can relax a little, get a touch on the ball and give a good decent pass to our teammate.
In the 34th minute here at Eamon DC Park, Anya O'Gorman stands over this free kick. Anya O'Gorman, right footed effort, it's not a bad one, but Amanda Budden saw it coming and dealt with it well, Ricky.
Yeah, it was a soft catch for Amanda. I thought I expected a bit more there from
Anya O'Gorman.
Anya, sorry, yeah, jeez, I went blank. Yeah, it was a side-footed shot rather than, she never put her laces through it.
Anya O'Gorman and Shauna Fox. Shauna Fox heads it down. Anya O'Gorman near the corner flag. Referee O'Coulon deems that a handball took place by Shauna Fox. He was not too happy with the decision. It will be a free kick for Peamount. Alana McAvoy goes across to take, and her deliveries have caused some panic in the Galway defence already. Goal arriving courtesy of a set piece situation, and that's precisely why Peamount lead by 1-0 here at Eamon DC Park. Again, Alana McAvoy to take this free kick for the visitors. 10 minutes plus from half time. Alana McAvoy will be a right footed delivery here. It's a decent one. Billy Cleary urges the Galway team to attack the ball. Bit of head tennis in the area. Back to Lana McAvoy. Lana McAvoy to Dervla Byrne. Comfortable in possession. Dervla Byrne just slices it on that occasion. Trace Kenevi goes in chase, helps it forward. And Claire Walsh just can't get the ball back into the Galway area. Lauren O'Callaghan, she got a touch on it, but Galway break again. Lindsay McKee goes in chase along with Niamh Farrelly, the Republic of Ireland international for Peamount. Farrelly though, so cool and composed, and Peamount win the ball back on that. And again though, McKee goes in chase. However, Peamount survive, and it will be a throw in on the far side to be taken by Lauren O'Callaghan once more. Maeve de Burke makes a challenge. It'll be another throw in though, 5 yards from the initial one. Lauren O'Callaghan again looking for Anya O'Gorman. Claire Walsh taps the ball out. It'll be a throw in on the far side to be taken by Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan quickly to the feet of Maeve de Burke. Chloe Singleton dispossessed though by Anya O'Gorman. Anya O'Gorman uses her expertise there to win a throw in for Peamount, and Lauren O'Callaghan advances to take in front of the Galway Women's FC technical area. Throw in by O'Callaghan, looking for O'Gorman, headed forward by McKee, and Singleton adds to it. O'Callaghan clips it forward, and Shauna Fox, Aoife Thompson goes in chase, puts Claire Walsh under some duress. Can Aoife Thompson force something? No is the answer, as referee Bartley O'Coulon Farna Guilt up the deems that a foul was committed there on Claire Walsh. It'll be a free kick for the visitors to be taken by goalkeeper Niamh Reid Burke. Following that initial burst from Galway when they responded well to Peamount last 10-15 minutes.
I just think that goal is taken. Try and get our foot in the ball and start playing football again. We had really gained a bit of confidence 10 minutes into the game, but that's just seemed to have waned again, so hopefully we can regain that and start playing a bit of football.
Chloe Singleton to Jamie Turntine to Savannah McCarthy back to Turntine to Ciara Cormack, and again O'Gorman wins the ball back for Peamount. McAvoy tried to clip it over the top for Stephanie Roach, but Shauna Brennan got there. Shauna Brennan, her pass cut out by Eleanor Ryan Doyle, and Walsh helps it forward. Ciara Cormack. Karen Duggan though has been impressive in the centre of the park for the visitors, and again Anya Gorman goes and chase shot. It looks like it will be a corner kick for Peamount, and again Alana McAvoy goes across to take, and again it will be a dangerous situation.
Yeah, I'm really concerned about these corner kicks, Keane. If you watch the way we line up now, it's a zonal defence. Keep an eye on Stephanie Roach. She'll walk right in on top of our goalkeeper, and she'll be unmarked. See where she's taking up the position? Nobody's looking at her. She's free. Or we've taken up a zonal position. Now when you take up a zonal marking, you have to go and attack the ball, but watch, our players seem to be
short from Alana McAvoy to right full Lauren O'Callaghan, who had advanced. O'Callaghan hooks it into the area, helped away though by Trace Kenevi to Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee tries to hold it up. Savannah McCarthy makes a challenge. Jamie Turntine does enough to get the ball wide to Shauna Brennan to Jamie Turntine. Chloe Singleton does well to win it in the centre of the park. However, Peamount do enough, and ultimately it lands at the feet of Eleanor Ryan Doyle. Eleanor Ryan Doyle has support from Dervla Byrne. Dervla Byrne, the left back, has shown some clever touches throughout this first half. Dervla Byrne looking for Alana McAvoy at the back stick. However, Galway survive, and it will be a goal kick to be taken by Amanda Budden, who runs across towards the corner flag to get the ball, as Galway want to respond before the interval, which is 7 minutes away at this stage. 1-0 the visitors lead, and the table toppers have shown why they are the team to beat in the WNL once more this season. So efficient and enterprising last season. Peamount again 7 beat Shelburne in the FAI Cup, so they are a team very much in form, and their blip when it came against Wexford, they have responded very, very impressively with wins against Galway Shells and DLR Waves in the league. And Shelburne, of course, they also beat them in the FAI Cup, and Shelburne are a really, really accomplished footballing team. Gave an exhibition of football the evening they played here, even though Galway did force a draw on that occasion. But Shelburne's, the craft and the manner in which Shelburne played the game had to be admired. Peamount similarly effective. Throw in on the far side to be taken by Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan looking for Lindsay McKee, cut out by Lauren O'Callaghan. Shauna Brennan towards Aoife Thompson. Aoife Thompson holds it up. Maeve de Burke releases Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee is Jamie Turntine at the back stick, but Lindsay McKee right footed shot. Niamh Reid Burke though gets down well and saves smartly.
Yeah.
Goes out for another corner. It'll be another corner kick for Galway, who have crafted some chances in this game. You could argue when the ball has been clipped over the top, but that has caused Peamount some problems. Aoife Thompson and Lindsay McKee going close. There were good opportunities for the home team, and this set piece is another chance for the home team to respond. Lindsay McKee, right foot of corner into the area towards Maeve de Burke at the back stick though, but Peamount can't do enough, and Dervla Byrne gets the ball as far as Anya O'Gorman. Anya O'Gorman, she helps the ball forward into the Galway half, and Peamount get their shape back. Stephanie Roach comes across, very hard working as ever in attack. Jamie Turntine now operating on the right, started on the left. Turntine to Trace Kennevy. Trace Kennevy looking for Aoife Thompson. Aoife Thompson heads it back towards Maeve de Burke. Trace Kennevy advances. Play on, says referee. Oh, cool on. Aoife Thompson to Maeve de Burke. Maeve de Burke to Jamie Turntine. Turntine down the line to Chloe Singleton, who has a bit of space. The clubhouse end of Eamon DC Park, right foot. It shaves the woodwork, and it nearly ended up being a fortuitous goal, Ricky.
Yeah, it was unlucky. Chloe was looking up across into the box. It was looking like she was looking to cross it into Aoife Thompson. Mishit it, and it just clipped the top of the crossbar. Unfortunate for Galway.
Like going back a couple of decades there, Ricky, I remember.
Good control of it, and unfortunately just didn't quite hit the target with that. Good effort though, not bad.
Goal to be taken by Niamh Reid Burke. Galway have improved again in the last matter of moments. That will give them some hope going into the interval, providing they can remain in this tie, because Peamount are an accomplished outfit. That is why they top the table. Out towards Alana McAvoy. Trace Kennevy advances. Brave header from Trace Kennevy. And it will be a throw in to be taken by Dervla Byrne. Dervla Byrne looking for Stephanie Roach. She guides a header back towards Dervla Byrne. Turntine goes and chases. Galway beginning to show industry and beginning to put Peamount under pressure. Niamh Farley though passes across to Walsh. Walsh towards Roach. Clever work from Stephanie Roach, who went for the dump. Stephanie Roach. But ultimately the ball is helped forward and it goes out for a goal kick. That will be taken again by Niamh Reid Burke. We're a minute of normal time away from the interval. Peamount lead by 1-0 in the West of Ireland. 7 wins out of 8 so far this season, and they remain the team to beat in the WNL. Porrick de Burke, the man on the PA, a man who's given great service to Galway Women's FC on the PA duty this evening, has been informed that 1 minute of additional time will be played at the end of the first half here at Eamon DC Park, as Anya O'Gorman breaks down the right here at Eamon DC Park. Anya O'Gorman looks for Eleanor Ryan Doyle inside. Maeve de Burke though releases Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee goes in chase. 6 goals to her credit already this season. Lindsay McKee holds support. Lindsay McKee passes to Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy looking for Shauna Brennan, cut out though, and the Galway team look for a corner kick. Billy Cleary not too happy with the decision, but ultimately it will be a goal kick that will be taken by Niamh Reid Burke as the interval approaches. Overall assessment on the first half, Ricky?
Again, we started off not so well. We came into it and then we drifted out of it again. We're coming back into it. We're not playing as well as what we normally would, but I think that's down to Peamount and the pressure, the style of play that they're playing. They're pushing up high, they're putting us under a lot of pressure, and like just what happened there, we're tending to rush our passes and rush our final ball. We need to relax a little. Billy needs to have a chat with them inside. He needs to tell them to get a lot more composed, and just to start finding their passes again, start finding their teammates. We're just rushing that ball and we're giving away possession needlessly. But again, all credit due to Peamount. I think a lot of those mistakes are forced mistakes.
Reid Burke, goal kick headed up into the air by Shauna Brennan. Maeve de Burke just can't get it under control. Another throw in on the far side to be taken by Peamount right back Lauren O'Callaghan. Lauren O'Callaghan and Dervla Byrne, they've got forward at every available opportunity for Peamount. Ciara Cormican to Shauna Fox, but Alana McAvoy does well to win the ball back, gives it to Eleanor Ryan Doyle. Right foot across into the area, well cut out though by Trace Kennevy. Maeve de Burke does enough, and Chloe Singleton heads the ball away. Maeve de Burke climbs high, and Chloe Singleton has no option but to smash it forward. Claire Walsh advances and unleashes a long right footed effort, and the back pedalling Amanda Budden did well to gather. cusp of half time, and referee Bartley O'Coulon blows the half-time whistle. Peamount lead at the interval by 1-0, Ricky, but all to play for still in the second half.
Oh, it's definitely all to play for Keane. As I said, it's not our best performance yet, and a lot of that is down to Peamount, but we have shown some bright moments there where we had a couple of very clear-cut chances. Lindsay McKee had one, Eva Thompson had one, so it does show that we are still in the game, that the potential is there to grab a minimum of a draw here and maybe even get the winner. Peamount are playing very well. They're playing with a lot of width. They're getting great support up the pitch from their two full backs, Lauren O'Callaghan on one side and Dervla Byrne on the other. They're coming up, and which is just giving that extra player in attack when they are advancing. So we need to counteract that. We need to either get our front players to chase back, or else we need to get them to stay up, stay free, and then if we intercept the ball, just hit them first time. We need to just play the pass without any thought, just a quick delivery up to the players that are being left free up on our front line when their defenders attack.
Thank you all for joining us. We will shortly be bringing you the second half. We again salute the efforts of Vincent O'Connor and his streaming team here, Mark McDonough and Robbie Crosby, and the valuable service they're providing for sports followers in Galway and elsewhere. And those of you following Peamount and those of you that are new to us, we thank you all for joining us. And if you make any donations to the Galway Women's FC account, please do so too. Every bit helps, and thank you all for joining us, and join us again shortly for the second half.
disappointing to concede from a set play, but look, it's all to play for in the second half, so we'll give it everything we have.
Very tight first half, to be honest with you. Both teams, looking to play and doing really well. It's always a battle to come down here, and nothing ever changes. Delighted to go in 1-0 though, with a couple of half chances on either end. Either team could have got another goal, could have scored a first, or we could have got a second one, but all to play the second half.
Welcome back to Eamon DC Park for the second half of this WNL game as Peamount lead Galway Women's FC by 1-0. Anya O'Gorman's header midway through the first half divides the teams. So Stephanie Roach is about to get the game back underway here. Referee Bartley Folan blows a whistle. Stephanie Roach back to Claire Walsh. Claire Walsh to Lauren O'Callaghan. Lauren O'Callaghan, the Peamount right back, to Lucy McCartney, back to Claire Walsh, and Claire Walsh delivery cut out by Ciara Cormac, and Savannah McCarthy and Chloe Singleton combine in the centre of the park. Good turn from Chloe Singleton to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka helps the ball forward to Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee on the left for Galway now, sweeps a clearing delivery into the area, cut out by Niamh Farley. Maeve de Burka wins the ball back for Galway, looks for Lindsay McKee. Good challenge though there by O'Callaghan. Maeve de Burka on the edge of the Peamount area. Tempted cross cut out though, and Peamount break, and Karen Duggan drives forward in towards the Galway half, and she gets into the Galway half. Karen Duggan looking for McAvoy. McAvoy has a bit of space, passes to Eleanor Ryan Doyle. Eleanor Ryan Doyle to Stephanie Roach. Stephanie Roach, good skill from Stephanie Roach. Pass wide right to Anya O'Gorman, the goal scorer. Anya O'Gorman looking for Eleanor Ryan Doyle at the back stick, but the ball trickles out for a goal kick.
Great play by Peamount there. Some lovely skill by Stephanie Roach at the edge of the box, and a superb ball by Anya O'Gorman, and just nobody in there to attack it. Galway need to be careful. We don't want to let a goal away this early in the second half.
Alana McAvoy smashes the ball right footed into the Galway area, but Amanda Budden gathers safely, and Amanda Budden looks for Aoife Thompson in attack. Aoife Thompson, Karen Duggan to Stephanie Roach. Stephanie Roach looking for McAvoy. Trace Kenevi cuts out the danger. Savannah McCarthy, Anya O'Gorman collide. Ciara Cormacan to Shauna Brennan, who has a bit of space to run into here on the old stand side of Eamon DC Park. Down the line to Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee holds the ball up well. Lindsay McKee with 6 goals from her previous 7 league games. Anya O'Gorman heads the ball inside to Karen Duggan. Karen Duggan back to Claire Walsh. Claire Walsh under pressure from Lindsay McKee, who blocks Walsh's attempt at clearance. The second attempt, Walsh helps it forward, but Savannah McCarthy again though backpedaling. Claire Walsh heads the ball down to Lauren O'Callaghan, and Peamount get it back on the deck, get it quickly under control. Very accomplished team. However, Galway continue to battle. Shauna Brennan's pass though cut out by Niamh Farrelly and Anya O'Gorman and Niamh Reid-Burke, all in the Irish squad ahead of next weekend's critical qualifier against Ukraine. And that's the type of experience and pedigree of the players that Galway are facing this evening. Chloe Singleton gets the ball under control, but good work again there by Lucy McCartney in the centre of the park for Peamount, and Alana McAvoy holds it up under pressure from Maeve de Burka, and again Karen Duggan shows her strength and her footballing ability, draws a foul by Aoife Thompson. It'll be a free kick for Peamount, but McCartan and Duggan, accomplished players in the centre of the park, Ricky.
Duggan is a fine player, very strong on the ball, a midfield general, really keen. She just shows a great command there in the middle of the park for Peamount.
Claire Walsh looking for McAvoy, who holds it up well. Trace Kenevi, good challenge. Jamie Turntine gets there, helps the ball forward to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka to Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee holds it up, looking for support. Lindsay McKee back to Shauna Brennan manufactures a yard of space and helps the ball towards Maeve de Burka. Anya O'Gorman and Savannah McCarthy clash in the centre of the park. Handball given against Anya O'Gorman. Savannah McCarthy's quick free kick to Maeve de Burka, cut out though by Lucy McCartan. Savannah McCarthy over the top looking for Lindsay McKee, who goes in chase again though. Claire Walsh comes across to clear the danger, and Shauna Brennan advances from her left back role. Shauna Brennan making her 8th start of the league season for Galway Women's FC, and ever present alongside Ciara Cormacan, Shauna Fox, Aoife Thompson and Lindsay McKee. They've started all of Galway's games thus far. Maeve de Burka back to Shauna Brennan the left back. Anya O'Gorman, good challenge again from Anya O'Gorman. However, it will be a throw in for Galway to be taken again by Shauna Brennan, the teenager. She has Lindsay McKee and Maeve de Burka for support. Throw in to the feet of Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka does well, tries to force a corner. That's what she seemed to do, but the officials deem otherwise. From this vantage point, it appeared that it could have been a corner for Galway.
Karen Duggan back again there. Cian, you know, fine, strong player. She just muscled Maeve out of it. Unfortunately for Galway, it was deemed a goal kick.
Eve Reid Burke to take out towards Alana McAvoy. Trace Kenevy. It's a brave intervention. However, it will be a throw in for Peamount to be taken on the far side by Dervla Byrne. Dervla Byrne to helped forward again by McCartan. Shauna Brennan heads the ball away. Maeve de Burka and Karen Duggan collide in the centre of the park. Karen Duggan looking for Anya O'Gorman. Again Duggan wins a free kick, and Peamount have an opportunity to get players forward from the back. Claire Walsh goes up to take. Niamh Farrelly will stay at the back and mind the Peamount half. And Niamh Farrelly, one of the 3 players involved in next weekend's encounter against Ukraine, and she has been very, very effective here at the back for Peamount this evening. Free kick to be taken by her defensive colleague Claire Walsh. Claire Walsh, who has also been impressive. Claire Walsh smashes a right-footed shot, tad ambitious, and Amanda Budden waits for the replacement football to be thrown in. She quickly gets a goal kick out to Ciara Cormacan. Ciara Cormacan inside to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka to Shauna Brennan, the left back. Shauna Brennan under pressure as ever from Anya O'Gorman. Anya O'Gorman still battling hard for Peamount. Ciara Cormacan, her angle was tight, and again the clever, industrious work of Anya O'Gorman, who scored a goal this evening, bringing her seasonal account to 11 in the league. But her influence is far more wide than just being measured in goals, because her work rate for her team has been immense too. Stephanie Roach looking for Eleanor Ryan Doyle, but Amanda Budden quickly off her line to gather again. Has to be noted the efforts of Stephen Naughton directing affairs there back beside Vincent O'Connor, Mark McDonough and Robbie Crosby on camera as Maeve de Burka and Lucy McCartan collide. Maeve de Burka seems to be okay. Play goes on though on the far side as Dervla Byrne has advanced from her left back position. Dervla Byrne, right foot across towards Anya O'Gorman at the back stick. Eleanor Ryan Doyle cleared away, and it comes back to Peamount. Remain on the attack. Dervla Byrne. A challenge from Jamie Turntine, who clips the ball off Ryan Doyle. It'll be a throw in for Galway to be taken by Therese Kenevy. Therese Kenevy hooks up. Substitutes getting ready for Galway on the far side. Aoife Walsh, Rachel Baines, Ellie O'Flaherty, Kelsey Munro, Aoife Lina, Tessa Mullins and Abigail Ronayne, the substitute goalkeeper, all on the bench for Galway this evening. Chloe Singleton looking for Aoife Thompson, who goes in chase, cut out by Claire Walsh, but Galway get a chance to advance now, and Therese Kenevy comes forward from a right back position to take the throw in. Aoife Thompson in attack. She's being supported presently by Jamie Turntine, who unleashes a left-footed shot.
Unlucky.
Takes a deflection, out for a corner kick. Worth a go again, Ricky.
Yeah, it was a good effort, similar to the goal she scored against Wexford. Quick throw in, turned quickly and had a snapshot with her left foot, and unfortunately took a deflection on the way out and went narrowly wide. She's an exciting young player. I like her. She's a good footballer. She's a good footballing brain. She knows her stuff. Here she is now with the delivery into the box, Keane.
Jamie Turntine with the corner kick, as referee O'Coulon has a word with Niamh Reid Burke, just ensuring that everything is in order. There's the car park end of Eamon DC Park. All seems to be okay. Assistant Joe Hessian and Jamie Turntine on the far side. Jamie Turntine, this will be a left-footed delivery. The American recruit Jamie Turntine. It's a deep delivery. Niamh Reid Burke though gathers safely. Excellent goalkeeping there, despite the fact that several bodies were in the way. Niamh Reid Burke got there in the end, Ricky.
Yeah, safe hands there. She looked very comfortable. It looks like she's taken a bit of a knock, Keane, but she was very strong there and very confident that she just climbed amongst all the attackers and just plucked them.
In command in that situation. Galway will need to cause Peamount problems in those set piece situations. Anya O'Gorman headed the visitors in front midway through the first half, and Peamount's set piece deliveries have caused Galway significant panic throughout this encounter, as referee O'Coulon deems that attention is required for goalkeeper Niamh Reid Burke. But it's a key phase of the game now, Ricky. Trailing by a 1-0, finished the first half quite well, but it's important to maintain the pressure on the visitors here.
Yeah, they finished quite well, but Peamount have really picked it up again at the start of this second half. Everything seems to be triggered by Stephanie Roach. When we attempt to play it out from the back, she's the first line of attack. Once she attacks, Anya O'Gorman kicks in, Eleanor Ryan Doyle kicks in, Karen Duggan kicks in, and they put us under pressure immediately. Back, she's the first line of attack. Once she attacks, Anya O'Gorman kicks in, Eleanor Ryan Doyle kicks in, Karen Duggan kicks in, and they put us under pressure immediately. They're not giving our defence to get a chance to get comfortable. They're not giving us a chance to get our help and pick out a pass. So we're rushing all our passes. We're finding our front players. We're not finding our midfielders, and we're giving away possession. That's putting us under not relenting at all whatsoever, Keane. They just seem to be coming wave after wave after wave at us. So we really need to have our minds made up before we receive the ball at our defenders, that we're either going to pass it one touch into our midfield, or else one touch over the top and get their midfielders turned and heading back towards their own goals.
Galway maybe not playing with the fluidity that was evident in previous games at Eamon DC Park, and even last week in the away win against the critical away win, really, in many ways, against Cork City.
No, well, you see, the likes of Cork City will sit back. They'll let you play. They'll let you play out into your midfield. They'll let you go through the thirds. Same with Wexford. They will sit back. They'll let you play through the thirds and attack them. And that's where we seem to have got comfortable over the last couple of days. But this team will not let you play out. They're put you under pressure as soon as that ball is kicked from the keeper. So in that case, you have to change your style of play. We either have to start going long, or else we need to start upping the tempo and playing the passes a little bit quicker.
Throw in to be taken on the old stand side of Eamon DC Park as Lauren O'Callaghan sweeps a delivery into the Galway area. Lindsay McKee tries to guide the ball forward. Again though, Claire Walsh commanding at the back for Peamount, puts them on the front foot. Therese Kenevi though, her clearance goes out for a throw in for Peamount, and again, just as you mentioned previously, Ricky, that pressure that Peamount, once they get on the attack, the forward players are always putting the Galway defence under pressure, evident once more there as Eleanor Ryan Doyle, Stephanie Roach do enough to ensure that Peamount win possession back. Referee Boland deems that there's a foul on Karen Duggan there by Maeve de Borca.
I think she just miskicked the ball and kicked herself, Cian. I was very surprised to see that. Even Maeve, I think, is just laughing at how farcical that decision was.
Free kick for Peamount. Claire Walsh advances to take. In the technical area, Billy Cleary is about to make at least 2 if not 3 substitutions. perhaps that can inject some creativity into the Galway team. Free kick goes into the safe hands of Amanda Budden. Very, very able goalkeeper Amanda Budden. The kick out is long. Niamh Farrelly guides it forward to Eleanor Ryan-Doyle. Farrelly again nudges the ball towards Alana McAvoy, who goes and chase Amanda Budden. Assesses her options. Peamount, as Ricky has alluded to, squeezed high up the pitch. On the right, Anya O'Gorman. In the centre, Stephanie Roach. On the left, Alana McAvoy. And they're all pressed high up the pitch with Eleanor Ryan-Doyle in close support. The players about to enter the game for Galway. Maeve de Burka tries to put Shauna Brennan away. Shauna Brennan and O'Callaghan come out. Referee Folan deems that it's a throw in for Galway. In a good situation. Substitutions still imminent. Throw in taken by Shauna Brennan. Maeve de Burka unleashes a right-footed shot. It wasn't a million miles away.
Not a million miles away. It was a good effort from Maeve. Unfortunately, just left of the target. A couple of substitutions here, Keane.
Rachel Baines, Ellie O'Flaherty and Tessa Mullins all being introduced by Ricky O'Flaherty, going off Jamie Turntine, Therese Knievy and Shauna Brennan. So we're likely to have a change in, obviously have a change in personnel, but perhaps a change in shape here too, Ricky.
Yeah, it looks like we're now moving to a 4-4-2, I think. Keane, it looks like Ellie O'Flaherty and Aoife Thompson are going up front together. Lindsay McKee seems to be just dropping back here into this midfield. Tessa Mullins has come on and have Maeve's gone back to right full.
Yeah.
And we have
Maeve, Shauna Fox and Ciara Cormican across the back at the moment.
It looks like it could be just three at the back.
Could be three at the back.
Three at the back.
Collision there, Maeve de Burka.
Looks like it's a 3-4-3, is it?
Looks like it's 3-4-3. Could be that way at the moment. Looks as if Maeve de Burka, Shauna Fox, Ciara Cormican across the back, Chloe Singleton on the right. In the centre of the park, Tessa Mullins and Rachel Baines, with Lindsay McKee on the left. Ellie O'Flaherty and Aoife Thompson currently pressed high up the pitch, but nonetheless the three players introduced are Rachel Baines, Tessa Mullins and Ellie O'Flaherty. And Ellie O'Flaherty goes in chase with Aoife Thompson, and Ellie O'Flaherty puts goalkeeper Niamh Reid-Burke under pressure. Good work there. Ellie O'Flaherty puts the goalkeeper under pressure. Lindsay McKee to Tessa Mullins. Tessa Mullins, smashing pass from Tessa Mullins out wide right to Chloe Singleton. Chloe Singleton has Rachel Baines down the line. Rachel Baines does well to manufacture some space. Rachel Baines cuts back, looks for a left footed cross. Can Rachel Baines win possession back for Galway? Yes, she can. Left footed pass towards Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy has support from Maeve de Burka, but goes forward instead. Savannah McCarthy driving forward into the Peamount toward area. Out at the end line now though, near the corner flag. Can Savannah McCarthy force a corner or force something here for Galway, who get throw in?
Yeah, throw in. Not bad.
Chloe Singleton thinks about taking a quick one as referee O'Coulon goes into caution. Goalkeeper Niamh Reid-Burke, and the Peamount goalkeeper is going to be yellow carded here.
Yeah, she wasn't happy with the challenge from Ellie O'Flaherty. So I think she was given out to the referee, and now he's given her a yellow card for her dissent.
Substitution, sometimes that injection of that sparity, she didn't give up on a lost cause there, and that eagerness to get involved always matters when you're a substitute.
Well, it's always important to let the keeper know that you're on the pitch. I was always fond of letting the keeper know early that I was there, and looks like my daughter is doing the same thing. Fair play to her.
No harm in that. Eamon Deasy, the man of the ground, is named after here. He'll be looking down, he'll be happy with that, because his advice field of play was to make sure you did something, even if it's to just get involved, and that was Eamon Deasy's mantra, and it was a good mantra. If you're coming to a game, you have to try to make some sort of an impact. And Ellie O'Flaherty, Rachel Baines and Tessa Mullins, they've all come in the last matter of moments, and it's coincided with a reasonably encouraging spell for Galway, who will want to craft some chances. Free kick on the far side of the home team, right footed cross, cut out though. Tessa Mullins goes in chase. Tessa Mullins back towards Rachel Baines. Rachel Baines advances. Good skill from Rachel Baines towards Aoife Thompson. Just overpowered though. Peamount come away, and the pass down the line towards Eleanor Ryan-Doyle. But Ciara Cormican, the Galway skipper, works tirelessly to get the ball back to defensive colleague Shauna Fox. Shauna Fox to Amanda Budden. Bit of energy and a bit of an injection of passion into the Galway team as Amanda Budden looks for Lindsay McKee, who goes in chase. Farrelly does enough to get it away as far as Lucy McCartan. Lucy McCartan out towards Alana McAvoy. Alana McAvoy has Chloe Singleton in pursuit, but McAvoy does enough. However, her pass is well dealt with by Galway captain Ciara Cormacan. Ciara Cormacan to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka comfortable in possession to Chloe Singleton. 2 goals this season for Chloe Singleton, looking for Rachel Baines. Tad ambitious on that occasion, and Peamount win the ball back, but Chloe Singleton doesn't give up. She tries to win the ball back for Galway. However, Peamount get away with this. Clearance over the top. Billy Cleary pleaded for offside. The ball still though trickled harmlessly through to Amanda Budden, who passes to Ciara Cormacan. Ciara Cormacan advances here, supported by Shauna Fox. Shauna Fox to Maeve de Burka, the Galway WFC stalwart. Maeve de Burka looking for Ellie Flaherty, goes in chase, and Reid Burke gets there, gathers safely, but Galway eager to pose questions of Peamount's resolve. 1-0 the visitors lead, but Galway are in this game delicately poised. Anya O'Gorman the goal scorer and Ciara Cormacan collide. Anya O'Gorman does well, puts the ball forward. Shauna Fox comes across, passes towards towards Savannah McCarthy Savannah McCarthy to Ciara Cormacan. Changing tactical approach from Galway. Strong challenge there from Lucy McCartan, who has been very effective in the centre of the park alongside Karen Duggan for Peamount. Savannah McCarthy again though for Galway. Savannah McCarthy to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka. Amanda Budden provides an option. Galway trail by 1-0. So they are being somewhat adventurous. Baines helps it on towards Chloe Singleton. Brunry goes across, lands at the feet of Tessa Mullins. Tessa Mullins' shot blocked down, goes as far as Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee jinks inside. Lindsay McKee looking for Aoife Thompson, but it's cut out, and Peamount break with Anya O'Gorman. Perhaps a handball, but referee Folan waves play on. Anya O'Gorman to Stephanie Roach. Stephanie Roach, 4 goals to her credit this season. Left footed Stephanie Roach hits the deck, is rewarded a free kick by referee Folan, and the Galway players not too happy with that decision, but it will be a free kick to Peamount. Stephanie Roach requires some attention here. But a free kick. Stephanie Roach, 4 goals to her credit this season. Very, very impressive career forged by Stephanie Roach. Played with Peamount previously before spells with the likes of Houston Dash and Sunderland Cross Channel amongst others. And Stephanie Roach, very good commentator, also an analyst on the Irish football team in the domestic game. And off the ball, her view on Stephen Kenny's reign so far, and Stephanie Roach, always a voice worth listening to, and has huge and extensive experience in the domestic game. Hopefully she'll be okay to resume action in a minute or so. Galway players have a word with Bartley Folan, the referee. Ultimately it'll be a free kick to Peamount. They lead by 1-0, but Galway have come into the game a bit again, Ricky.
They have. Those 3 players that have been added in have added just a little bit of impetus, a little bit of surge to that Galway attack. Rachel Baines there, a nice strong tackle, setting the tempo, of what we have to do to move this game forward and to actually get it. We just need at the back, we just need to be up the tempo slightly. We just need to be a little bit quicker with our delivery. As you can see there again, Peamount are always keen to try and close us down and put us under pressure, so we need to just think of that a little bit quicker and play the pass just that little bit faster.
Free kick to be taken by Niamh Farrelly. Niamh Farrelly, right footed. Free kick from Farrelly goes into the Galway area, headed away by Chloe Singh.
Corner, and she was narrowly over the top there.
That game Peamount won by 2-1 in September. Galway were highly competitive, but Peamount were really pumped up for that game following their 3-goal loss.
Corner, and she was narrowly over the top there.
That game Peamount won by 2-1 in September. Galway were highly competitive, but Peamount were really pumped up for that game following their 3-goal loss against Wexford. Ellie O'Flaherty tried a good trick, and it's always good to see a bit of invention in the Galway play as Savannah McCarthy tries to release Aoife Thompson, just not too far away, but that was a good idea there from Savannah McCarthy. The slide rule pass. Again, Stephanie Roach to Karen Duggan. Duggan releases. Anya O'Gorman on the right. Anya O'Gorman, what a player for Peamount. Her cross though on this occasion is slightly overhit, and Chloe Singleton has a bit of space to dash into, and Chloe Singleton, an industrious player for Galway, drills it forward. Aoife Thompson perhaps offside. Referee Folan waves a play on, and Reid Burke gets off her line quickly and thumps the ball away into the Comer stand on the far side of Eamon DC Park. A throw in to be taken by Maeve de Burka. Galway beginning to enjoy a spell of here, if you want to call it that, as Maeve de Burka with the throw in, looking for Tessa Mullins. Tessa Mullins back to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka looking for Ellie O'Flaherty, headed away by Farrelly. Stephanie Roach to Duggan. Duggan tries to put Eleanor Ryan Doyle away. Amanda Budden though read that very, very well and comes off her line and smashes the ball into the Comer stand. It'll be a throw in on the far side to be taken by Dervla Byrne to nil the league leaders lead here at Eamon DC Park. Good, interesting game unfolding. Stephanie Roach heads it on, but only as far as Shauna Fox. Shauna Fox in a revamped Galway defence. Billy Cleary has tried to change it, headed on by Tessa Mullins, who hits the deck. Hopefully she's okay to continue. Throw in for Galway. Tessa Mullins will require some attention, I'm sure. Clash of heads, I'd say, but hopefully Tessa will be okay to continue. Tessa Mullins, 5 starts and came on as a substitute in last week's 2-1 win away to Cork City. Good to see Tessa Mullins back in action for Galway. Just hopefully she'll be okay to continue here, because the substitutes, Rachel Baines, Tessa Mullins and Ellie O'Flaherty, they've all made an impact.
It's just a clash of heads, I think, Cian. That especially when you're trying to flick the ball on behind you don't know what's behind, and if a defender comes in attacking that ball, if they meet you square on the back of the head, that can be very, very sore.
Thankfully Tessa is okay to continue. Maeve de Burka to take the throw in. It's been a competitive encounter here, no harm in that. Throw in taken by Maeve de Burka. Ellie O'Flaherty climbs, but Dervla Byrne heads it away. Maeve de Burka on that occasion, another clash of heads, and it will be a throw in for Peamount. Maeve de Burka though currently receiving attention following that collision, but it's been that type of a game, full-blooded competitive encounter, Ricky.
Yeah, the second half has really taken off now there, especially again, as I said, since the 3 substitutions come on, they've really upped the game. They've added a little bit of bite to that game. Tessa Mullins there, very strong player. Rachel Baines, tigerish, so they've really kind of added that little bit of bite to the Galway 11, so hopefully they can get something from it. I like to see Amanda Budden there. She's playing almost like a sweeper since we've changed to a back 3. The keeper really has to assume that role as a sweeper, and she's playing it very, very well. So she's
generally comfortable in possession, this Galway team, Ricky. This evening, as you've alluded to, Peamount really pressing high up the pitch, but generally throughout this season and in previous seasons, Galway are a comfortable team in possession generally.
Generally they are, yeah. They're a very, very good team and very comfortable on the ball. They all have very good technical skills. I'm very impressed with Amanda Budden though. She's for a goalkeeper, she has a great touch, she has a great strike of the ball, she's great direction with her passing, and she's shown a great command of the area there, vocally as well.
Eleanor Ryan Doyle puts McAvoy away on the left. McAvoy's left foot across, so only as far as Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy to Chloe Singleton. Chloe Singleton looking for Aoife Thompson. Headed away though by Claire Walsh. Unfortunately Lindsay McKee slips, however she still gets there in time to Rachel Baines. Rachel Baines looking for Ellie O'Flaherty, cut out though by Dervla Byrne. Can Maeve de Burka get it under control? Lovely footwork from Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka drills the pass forward, but Dervla Byrne puts it out. Billy Cleary quickly feeds it back to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka to Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy, Maeve de Burka. Peamount do just enough to put Galway under sufficient duress to win a throw-in.
Yeah, it's that pressure again, Cian. They're not letting our players settle on the ball. The short throw in there to Savannah. As soon as she touched it back to Maeve, Maeve was shut down immediately, not given the chance to play the ball.
Stephanie Roach holds it up well, however, on the far side, Joe Hession has the flag up. It'll be a throw-in for
and unfortunately there Ellie just tried to pass it into the far corner. Maybe if she had got a louder shout from Lindsay, who was free on the far side of the box, we might have had a better result, but unfortunate.
Encouraging moment nonetheless. Goal kick taken by Niamh Reid Burke, headed on by Eleanor Ryan Doyle, out towards Alana McAvoy. Chloe Singleton with the push, no major complaints. Alana McAvoy didn't hear the whistle. Kick for Peamount. Looking for a quick one, looking for a short option, but instead under some pressure, and Ellie O'Flaherty showed really good pace and good awareness. Galway though still in this game. Chloe Singleton, despite trailing by a goal to nil, looking for Ellie O'Flaherty. Tessa Mullins does well, perhaps a free kick. Referee Folan says play on. Rachel Baines, another one of the substitutes. The three of them are all involved. Rachel Baines tried to find Ellie O'Flaherty. The pass though just slightly off, but good work though by Rachel Baines. Niamh Reid Burke buys another few seconds off the clock. Aoife Thompson goes and chase, and Aoife Thompson will always do that. Very, very selfless player, Aoife Thompson. 3 goals to her credit, and is due another goal soon, Aoife Thompson, because she gives so much to this team. Good to see her being supported in attack by Ellie O'Flaherty, and that could be a combination that can cause Peamount faced by Lauren O'Callaghan. Lindsay McKee right for the cross in towards Aoife Thompson, not too far away, just couldn't get the required connection there, but again an encouraging moment, Ricky.
It is a great ball in by Lindsay. She turned inside and just whipped a nice curling cross in towards the penalty spot, and unfortunately evaded both of our strikers.
Good skill there from Ellie O'Flaherty, holds it up well. Again, clever footwork from Ellie O'Flaherty. Nice back heel too towards Maeve de Burke. Maeve de Burke right for the cross. Could have been a free kick too. Well done, referee Bartley O'Coulon. Saw the challenge on Maeve de Burke, and it will be a free kick for Galway. Again, Ellie O'Flaherty and Maeve de Burke combined. Always good to see a back heel. Always good to see a bit of invention. That's a mark of the skill that's in the likes of Aoife Thompson, Ellie O'Flaherty, Sinead Donovan, who's obviously hurt this evening, but they have that type of skill and that type of footwork. Always good to see it. And they always want to try to open doors. Savannah McCarthy will take the free kick on this occasion. Left footed delivery it will be from Savannah McCarthy. Goes into the area. Tessa Mullins climbs high, just can't get there, and it trickles out for a goal kick.
Oh, that's disappointing. It was a good ball into the area, and just for it to drift by everybody. Our players seem to switch off. When one player attacks it, everybody else seems to switch off. We need to be ready for that second ball. We need to be ready for the break. We need to be ready that if it's missed by the attacking player, other players have to be tuned in and ready to see where that ball drops, especially in around that area.
Morgan Smith Lynch replaces Stephanie Roach. The closing stages here. Stephanie Roach, great ambassador for sport in this country. Goal kick to be taken by Niamh Reid Burke. Niamh Reid Burke. Tessa Mullins and Shauna Fox headed, but Peamount win possession. Goes wide. Ciara Cormacan to Maeve de Burke. Megan Smith Lynch on the left, slight tweak in mix up there between the Galway players and Peamount. Buy a bit of space in the centre of the park. Lindsay McKee puts Anya Gorman under some pressure. Out to Megan Smith Lynch. Lovely touch there from the substitute. Cut out though by Maeve de Burke. Maeve de Burke to Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy to Rachel Baines. Rachel Baines has Lindsay McKee in support, just couldn't get it under control. Rachel Baines pleads for a free kick, but Niamh Farley comes away with the ball for Peamount. Over the top, looking for McAvoy. McAvoy goes in chase. Alana McAvoy, faced by Shauna Fox. Alana McAvoy to Lynch. Back to McAvoy. Cross, blocked down, and Maeve de Burke gets it under control. Passes to Chloe Singleton. Chloe Singleton operating on the right now for Galway towards Ellie O'Flaherty. Good close control from Ellie O'Flaherty. under pressure from Farley, but Eddie O'Flaherty holds it up well. Savannah McCarthy looking for Aoife Thompson. The ball goes through to Niamh Reid Burke. Megan Smith Lynch on the left. Lana McAvoy now operating in a central role alongside Eleanor Ryan Doyle. Lynch, Smith Lynch, left footed, attempted cross blocked down by Shauna Fox, and Shauna Fox did enough to block the cross from substitute Megan Smith Lynch, who has shown some nice touches following her introduction. Again, Dervla Byrne comes forward from her left back position to take the throw in. Football flying in from every angle here at Eamon DC Park. The locals know that this game smashes the ball into the back of the Galway net. A marshmallow soft goal to concede, Ricky.
Oh, that was this by what, Eleanor Ryan Doyle, was it, Keane? And then it just rolled right into the path of, deceived everybody and rolled right into the path of Lucy Carton. Yeah,
Lucy McCartan.
Yeah, McCartan. Great finish though. You know, she took her opportunity and tucked it away neatly into the bottom left-hand corner of the net. Great finish.
Good work there from Lucy McCartan to grab her second goal of the season for Peamount, and it could be a vital one, because just as Galway were beginning to acquire some bit of belief here at Eamon DC Park, that seems to have fizzled away now to an extent, considering Peamount lead by 2-0, and a smart finish it was from Lucy McCartan, who dashed forward from her central midfield role and took advantage of the hesitancy in the Galway defence to slam the visitors to the good, and they look as if they want to add to that advantage. Anya O'Gorman looking for the substitute Smith Lynch at the back post. Good work though from Rachel Baines and Chloe Singleton, who combined to deny the substitute. However, Peamount lead by 2-0, and it's a commanding lead to have in the closing stages here, Ricky.
Very comfortable. It was just at a time when Galway were getting into it, when they were posing a bit of problems, when they looked like they were going to threaten the Peamount defence, and then to give away a very simple goal like that. You know, it's very hard to blame anybody for it, because it was, if anything, it was miscontrolled by the Peamount player, and it was just a fortunate roll for them. Roll of the dice for them, and it just rolled into the path of Lucy McCartan, who took it away fantastically.
Fairly to Eleanor Ryan Doyle. Eleanor Ryan Doyle, right footed effort, long range effort. Peamount are 2 to the good. It was worth a go. It'll be a goal kick for Galway. Such a pity, because Galway were beginning to enjoy a nice spell there following the introduction of Rachel Baines, Ellie O'Flaherty and Tessa Mullins. A couple of openings had been crafted, but Peamount remained cool, they remained composed, and they pounced. Lucy McCartney rifling home. That's why Peamount lead by 2-0. Anya O'Gorman's first half header, followed by a finish from Lucy McCartney. And again, O'Gorman goes in chase. The clubhouse end of AMDC for Galway. Shauna Fox kicks the ball in. Visitors not happy with the decision, but Amanda Budden thinking about a quick goal kick. Shauna Fox and Ciara Cormacan always providing a short option from those type of deliveries, but Amanda Budden goes direct. Tessa Mullins to Chloe Singleton. Chloe Singleton battling as ever Aoife Thompson, but Claire Walsh coming on your Gorman to Claire Walsh once more. Claire Walsh fancy on the right. Thompson doesn't give up, but Claire Walsh shows really good strength and good awareness to unleash her right area. Ultimately, the ball is swept over the bar by Duggan.
That's Eleanor Ryan Doyle.
Eleanor Ryan Doyle, yeah.
Yeah, Eleanor Ryan Doyle. And generally, she would tuck those away. She's fairly prolific in front of goal, so she is. And we might as well counter Lucky Stars there that was a missed opportunity for Peamount.
Eleanor Ryan Doyle, of course, with 10 goals to her credit, 10 of Peamount's 30 entering this game, but they've 32 now as the ball comes over the top. Aoife Thompson goes and chase, header from Claire Walsh. Can Aoife Thompson get there? Not too far away, but goalkeeper Niamh Reid Burke did well to come off her line and gather safely. Rolls the ball to Claire Walsh. Claire Walsh into the centre of the park to Lucy McCartan, one of Peamount United's goal scorers here at Eamon DC Park. Lucy McCartan, what a pass back towards Anya O'Gorman, the other goal scorer. Down the right flank, Anya O'Gorman, right foot across into the area at the back stick. The substitute nearly got their deflection off Chloe Singleton. The ball spills out towards. Eventually lands at the feet of Anya O'Gorman. Her cross goes towards the back stick. Amanda Budden gathers and comes in. Fortunately, again, Anya O'Gorman, usually stationed down the right, now over on the left, but that's the type of fluidity that Peamount play with, and their attacking players have dovetailed nicely throughout this game. Chloe Singleton gets the ball under control for Galway, steps over, does well, buys the area of space. Can Chloe Singleton get down the line? Yes, she can. Now, right foot across in towards Tessa Mullins, just can't get there. Claire Walsh helps it away. Good work from Claire Walsh. Anya O'Gorman goes in chase, heads it on. Maeve de Burka and Anya O'Gorman, two vastly experienced internationals. Anya O'Gorman back with the Republic of Ireland international team following a brief sabbatical. Chloe Singleton, again Anya O'Gorman is there, only as far as Rachel Baines. Rachel Baines looking for Aoife Thompson. Aoife Thompson headed away though expertly by Claire Walsh. Tessa Mullins on this occasion, possession back for Galway. Strong challenge between Tessa Mullins and Niamh Farrelly. Nothing untoward in it. Play on, says referee. Folan helped away by substitute Barnes. Maeve de Burka will take the throw in for Galway. Maybe one goal could bring Galway back into this game. Maeve de Burka towards the back stick. Aoife Thompson makes a headed connection but just couldn't get enough on it, and Niamh Reid Burke gathers safely, Ricky.
Yeah, it was a great little ball into the box, and unfortunately on that occasion Aoife just chose the wrong decision, tried to make a connection with her head. I think she would have been better off maybe taking it down in her chest, taking a touch and had a shot attempt on goal, but look, it was unfortunate.
Shauna Fox to Amanda Budden again, as Ricky mentioned, able to come off her line and provide an option, but under pressure once more from a particularly hard working Peamount outfit. They were primed for this battle here in the West. They afforded Galway significant respect, and they really were primed for this game.
Yeah, they were up for this game from the offset, and they knew if they won this tonight, they were going to put 5 points between themselves and Shelburne. So from the offset, they've put us under pressure. They've never let us relax. They've never let us get comfortable. They've put our back four under pressure, and now that we're playing with 3 at the back, they've put us even under more pressure, Cian. They're closing down everything, as you said. They're relentless. They haven't stopped. All credit to them.
Admirable work ethic from a team that sit proudly on the top of the WNL, and they have plenty of footballing pedigree, but it must be admired the manner in which they've grafted throughout this game, because they've plenty of craft, and that's evident once more as Karen Duggan releases Anya O'Gorman. 2 accomplished players. Anya O'Gorman left foot across to the back stick. Substitute Megan Smith-Lynch. Left footed shot saved by Amanda Budden. Rachel Baines, her attempted clearance blocked by Becky Watkins. It'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, great attempt by Megan Lynch there. She has a fantastic left foot, that young girl. And you can see there she just tried to whip it in past the keeper, but it was a good save by Amanda Budden.
5 minutes additional time to be played at the end of this game. Rachel Baines to Tessa Mullins. Tessa Mullins advances and drives forward with some purpose. Tessa Mullins right footed shot blocked down by Claire Baines, goes as far as Ellie O'Flaherty. Ellie O'Flaherty in the area. Ellie O'Flaherty has plenty of skill. Unleashed the right footed shot, cut out again by Claire Walsh. Aoife Thompson goes in chase. Galway putting Peamount under some pressure. 1 goal could ensure a nervous finale for the visitors, who have been fairly commanding at the back with Niamh Farrelly and Claire Walsh. Excellent throughout. Ellie O'Flaherty does well, helps the ball forward towards Aoife Thompson. Again Walsh though, who has been excellent for Peamount, deals with that situation, and Anya O'Gorman sweeps it past to Eleanor Ryan Doyle. Anya O'Gorman, boundless energy. Her pass though on this occasion just doesn't reach the substitute Becky Watkins. Shauna Fox back to Amanda Budden to Shauna Fox inside to Tessa Mullins. Tessa Mullins' pass though only goes as far as Becky Watkins for the visitors. Becky Watkins, the substitute, holds the play up well, looks for support. Lauren O'Callaghan helps the ball into the area. Eleanor Ryan Doyle forces a corner. Another valuable few seconds gone from the clock, and Peamount lead by 2-0 and are in a commanding position, Ricky.
Yeah, they always look dangerous going forward. They're always bombing up from their two fullbacks are always linking up with the attack, giving options to their midfield, giving options to their front players. But they always look dangerous when they're anywhere up around our 18-yard line.
Lucy Carton went short, headed away though by Aoife Thompson. Good delivery from the substitute. Megan Smith-Lynch has been prominent following her introduction. Keira Cormacan to Lindsay McKee. Inventive footwork from Lindsay McKee, but it's dispossessed by Eleanor Ryan Doyle. Becky Watkins goes into the area. Shauna Fox shows good strength. However, referee O'Toole deems that it's a corner kick.
I think it was a corner kick there, alright, Keane. Good defending by Shauna. She did follow the attacker, and she did actually put it out, even though she was arguing for a goal kick.
No harm in that. You have to fight your corner. West of Ireland, sometimes we don't get everything that we deserve, so there's no harm in that from Shauna Fox, who continues to impress in the Galway defence alongside Keira Cormacan, two ever presence in the team. However, Peamount set the standard in the WNL, and they're top of the table as they're about to make a couple more substitutions on the far side. Referee O'Toole just signals across to assistant Joe Hession that the substitutions can take place, and we'll wait to see who comes in. Lucy McCartan is one of the players being replaced. Lucy McCartan, one of the goal scorers, and the other player to go off is Eleanor Ryan Doyle.
They're going off for a well-deserved rest, Keane. Two of them worked very, very hard all day. Lucy McCartan took her goal well, but she worked tirelessly there in as a holding midfielder beside Karen Duggan, and Eleanor Ryan Doyle then is a super link player. She just plays at that number 10 role, just linking the midfield with the attackers, and both of them, as we said, as their whole team has, they've worked tirelessly all evening. So that
Louise Masterson and Tegan Ruddy, the substitutes introduced for the last couple of seconds here at Eamon DC Park. 2-0 Peamount lead. Illustrated why they are such a distinguished team. The holders and the table toppers. Again, an interesting title race is unfolding. The fact that Peamount enjoyed such a convincing win over Shelburne a matter of weeks ago, that put them into a very, very strong position in the table, and they remain on the summit as Ellie O'Flaherty goes in chase. Tessa Mullins too, but again Tegan Ruddy, the substitute, guides the ball forward for Peamount. Throw in to be taken by Keira Cormacan to Savannah McCarthy. Tessa Mullins helps it on. Aoife Thompson, Ellie O'Flaherty throw in for Galway. Aoife Thompson takes quickly to Lindsay McKee back to Aoife Thompson to Lindsay McKee. A strong challenge by Lauren O'Callaghan, who has been very, very effective at right back for the visitors. Keira Cormacan to Shauna Fox. Pumped away by Niamh Farrelly, and that's the last act of the game here at Eamon DC Park, Ricky. A very, very accomplished performance from the visitors, who take the full complement of spoils.
Yeah, well, that's why they're top of the table, I suppose, Keane. They came down here, they started from the very right up until the final whistle. They've worked very, very hard. They deserved their win. They got two good goals, and as I said, it's a well-deserved win for them tonight.
It's now 8 wins from 9 games for Peamount, who sit proudly on the top of the table. For Galway, a second defeat of the season. Both defeats occurred against Peamount, and you just see that that's the standard that you have to reach if you want to be a top team at this level.
Well, that's the standard, and what we have to realise is that if we have a game plan going out and it's not working for us, we have to be able to adjust that game plan. We were very, very slow to do that in the beginning. They shut us down quickly. We were still trying to play out from the back. Maybe we should have adjusted that game plan to playing a a long ball, getting them turned until we got them unsettled, and then maybe revert back to our possession game. But that's just something that it's a learning curve for our young girls. You got to remember, our 2 fullbacks starting off tonight were 2 under-17s last year. So they are very inexperienced. They've done superb all year, but tonight they were up against the champions, and they were up against very, very experienced players. I mean, international class players, and they just have to learn from that going forward. But likewise with the rest of our team, we just have to be able to adjust the game, on occasion.
Thanks so much, Ricky. Valuable insight always provided by Ricky O'Flaherty. Always great to be joined here up in the gantry in the old stand at Eamon DC Park by the former Galway United and St Patrick's Athletic striker, ably assisted in the gantry by Robbie Crosby, Mark McDonough, Stephen Naughton and Vincent O'Connor, the man who they'll be building statues of in many years to come this COVID time. Vincent O'Connor, one of the heroes, and Gary Farrell, of course, this evening, who joined the streaming team. He provided a valuable service too, and Vincent O'Connor, a key man in the Galway football story